Palmetto Carriage Works have been in headlines this summer from an incident in downtown Charleston to the mules in the heat. In this special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak with Mary Doyle of Palmetto Carriage Works. Mary Alice, it's so good to see you.
It's very nice to see you, Quintin.
I really appreciate this.
Yeah, no problem. We appreciate you coming to see us.
Anytime. Well, you know, I work really next door at Qology Restaurant, and over the past couple of weeks now, I've heard a lot of complaints about the horses in the heat, and you guys have as well.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what is it like to work for Palmetto Carriage Works? Because this is your family company.
Yeah, well, it's an amazing job. I get to work with people on vacation every day. So usually, most of the time, they're in a great mood. And I get to work with animals, which I love and my family loves. But it's hard this time of year. Every summer you get the people that think it's too hot for the animals and to be yelled at. And here are tour guides that get interrupted during the tour from people walking by yelling, what they think, and it's really, really hard. But I just have to remember and spread the word that we really do take care of our animals, and we have all the proof, and our doors are always open for people to come by and check it out, and just keep our heads up this time of year.
Speaking of proof, as you know, the city of Charleston keeps, I believe, the weather app down at the city of Charleston to monitor the temperature outside for the horses. As we sit here right now, how are you guys monitoring the weather as well as your mules?
So the temperature that the city looks at is actually on the DoubleTree, and so all of our managers, actually everybody has access to that on WeatherBug. And once it gets all year long, we take the temperatures of the animals. That's really important for everyone to know. The city regulates us, and if it reaches above 85 is when they require that. But Palmetto Carriage, we do that if it's 40 degrees outside. We take their temperatures after the tour because we want to know if they have a temperature. So that's what we do. We take the internal temperature of the animal, regardless of how hot it is outside. But once it reaches 98 degrees, they're all pulled from the street.
And as you know now, the city of Charleston has created a new city committee to basically reevaluate the current practices. Talk to me about how you feel about that.
Really disappointed because the committee right now as it stands is with residents who don't know anything about the animal care, and Charleston Animal Society who don't know anything about our animal care. And when we asked if we could have our vets in on the discussion, we were told no because it was a biased person. But then Charleston Animal Society, wouldn't they be biased if they've been on Facebook saying that they would support a ban? So it's really, we're not excited about it, and we're not sure if we're going to participate because we feel like we're not even having a conversation with people who are giving us a fair chance.
So where would you want to have that conversation with those particular folks?
Where?
Yes, like in lieu of a committee, where would it be?
We haven't gotten any of those details yet. Even we know it's going to be the third week of August, and but as far as where, I'm not sure yet.
Let's turn to June 18th. The headline in the Postal Courier read this: "Woman suffers minor injury to ankle after Palmetto Carriage crashed downtown." And I'm wondering, where were you guys emotionally when that happened?
Upset, obviously. Unfortunately in this world, people, headlines, they try to exaggerate, and that makes for big headlines. And it was, I think in the paper it said the wheel fell off, which is not true. The wheel didn't fall off. It was the equivalent of having a flat tire. All of our wheels have this rubber on the outside so it doesn't rip up the streets and makes for a much smoother ride. Well, that rubber can come off and no big deal. We just replace the wheel and we go on. But when that initial rubber falls off, it makes a grinding noise a little, when the metal hits the concrete. The animals got a little startled and they jogged a little bit, but the driver got it under control and she overcorrected a little bit. But there was a lady, and this situations can be scary, especially if you've never been around animals. And she decided to jump off. So that's what happened. So she jumped off and hurt her ankle in the process. It wasn't due to anything carriage related. It was because this lady jumped off the tour. Yeah, and so that was glorified in the paper as this carriage accident, the wheel fell off, woman injured. It just makes it sound so awful, but it really was just that, you know, and that's it.
Talk to me about what is it like to be at Palmetto Carriage Works right now. I see it every day on the streets because I've been working on this market for almost 20 years, but for the people who don't work down here or live down here, what is it like to be here?
You know, this is fun. You know, like I said before, people are on vacation,
Right.
and there's a reason that a lot of people are moving here and visiting here, because this is an awesome place to be.
Sure.
And so to be able to work in a place where we get to brag about Charleston all day long and show people all of these really cool places,
Right.
it's great. You know, and I get to work with my family,
Right.
my husband, my
Right.
brothers,
Yes.
my sister,
Right.
and these animals that we've had for years and years. So regardless of all this negative light that some people shine on us, it's still a wonderful place to work, and hopefully we'll be around for a long time for my kids to work here one day, and so on. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Thanks.
Well, Mary Alice Doyle, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.